Hi there, Bruce the Water Guy here. I'm standing inside of my pond, or above ground storage retention basin. If you saw a couple of my earlier videos, you'd notice that this was the pond that we filled up during the flood event. Where I'm standing now is the inlet-outlet structure of the pond, where we fill the pond from and draw the water back into the plant to treat at a later time. Exactly over my head, it'd be about 14 or 15 foot deep of water when it was full, this 43.5 million gallon pond. I'll kind of spin around and show you as we talk here. It took about 20 days during this filling event from the time that we filled it. The floodwaters receded, the flows came down, and we were able to drain that water back through the plant to treat it responsibly for discharge. This above ground storage retention basin is technically an earthen dam. So we have a dam permit through EGLE on top of our NPDES discharge permit or our stormwater permit because, in wastewater, obviously we don't have enough permits to deal with. One of the things that we like to do after a complete filling event is inspect the berm for any sort of holes, gopher holes, moles, and things like that to ensure the integrity of the berm. Just looking for damage, anything that we need to fill or clean. This dam is 17 years old. I've been here for 15 of those 17 years, and we have only filled it 4 or 5 times in those 17 years. This dam was designed to handle a 25-year, 24-hour stormwater event. This would enable the wastewater treatment plant to retain the excess water from a rain event that would come in and I&I, infiltration and inflow from leaky pipes or footing drains of homes that just kind of is clean water. It doesn't really need to be treated, but it's coming to the plant anyway and causes some hydraulic issues. So you store that here, and then you would bring it back through the plant later when the flows subside. Again, having only been here for 4 events, it's not very often that we have completely filled the pond. We have filled the pond several other times partially as kind of a buffer for the plant. And every time except this time, the pond really just smells like a pond. It doesn't stink at all. And I will be completely honest with you. Today, it is raunchy. This is the worst smell that the pond has ever had. Normally, we will get hundreds of geese, ducks, seagulls, deer, all sorts of wildlife will come out here to the pond when it is full, again, as it just smells like a normal old pond. But this time, the strength of the water from the flooding event that came out here was a bit worse. And as you can see, it destroyed the grass and the green cover on the floor, and hopefully a bunch of that will come back as it dries out and the seeds and things are there. One of the other things that we're doing today to aid in the inspection, you can see the berm behind me. We are trying to mow that and knock that down so again we can get a really good inspection and ensure the integrity of this 43.5 million above ground storage retention basin. So I think I've had enough of the stink. This is Bruce the Water Guy. Have a nice day.